On Seth Talk today, we discuss how my parents met, and also how Corey and Mike met. Yeah, be interesting. But first, I would like to announce the Week of Love here on the Almost Everything channel. Love. It's going to be love-themed episodes in honor of Valentine's Day, and I will be releasing the final video of the escape room. I'm sorry it took me so long. I'm too much of a perfectionist. But let's talk about how two small folks from Garrett County, Frank Lewis and Jerry Story, bumped into each other. They literally bumped into each other in the hallway. Dad knocked down her books and he picked them up for her, and he noticed that she was wearing a Pittsburgh Steelers jacket. And he was like, I like the Steelers too. And they went down the hallway talking about that. They don't like them anymore, but they did at the time. And this turned into a date at the pizza parlor. And that was where their romance began to light up. And then Dad had to go into the Air Force. He'd been dating her for a few months at this point, and he called her up on a payphone, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to Florida. I was hoping that we could, date by phone. And she was like, well, no, I'm not willing to have that kind of relationship. It's too complicated. And he was like, okay, would you like to come with me to Florida? And she was like, no, I'm not going to Florida with some guy I've only known for a few months. You'd have to marry me. And he was like, okay, would you marry me? And she was like, no, I am not going to marry you like that. I'm not that kind of a woman. You're going to have to be down on your knees, mister. He was like, oh, okay, I'm down on my knees. Would you marry me? And she was like, fine. And they went to Florida and got married. It was a small one. They're just Dad's parents and Mom's parents couldn't come. So it was just Dad's parents and the preacher. But it's kind of romantic and how, innocent it was. It was innocent, it was crazy, and it was beautiful. Now I will tell the story of how Corey and Mike met. And I'm going to be brief because we're running out of time. But Corey met Mike at a bar, and Mike was bartending. He was flipping drinks. And they talked, and, they had friends in common, so they'd see each other. And soon enough, they were dating, and it just kind of happened like that. There wasn't really any just, we're dating. They were dating. That's all there was to it. And it almost ended. At one point, Mike said that he might move off because Corey was going to Las Vegas, and he told her that he was going to leave and that it wouldn't work out. And so as he was going, he had to go back in because he left his phone. And he came back in, and Corey was crying. And he went up to her and he's like, you know what? We got to make this work. And they ended up getting married. Mike proposed to her during the solar eclipse or the lunar eclipse. I don't know. She can tell you in the comments. I'm going to let her tell you in the comments because I'm not trusting her stories anymore. But before we end off, I did want to show you all. I'm not going to do a question of the day. Instead, I'm going to show you my new socks. So these are my office socks, and I really love them. Look at the packaging here. Oh, and we got Dwight here. This is why I wanted to hurry up, because I wanted to show you all this. Also, these videos are going to be up later at night, just because of how things are going. But I'll try to get them out as soon as possible. We really ran into problems with the escape room. Michael Scott there. I gotta show you all of them now. And, there you are. One more. Oh, those are pretty. What does it say on here? Associate to the regional manager. That is good. I love The Office. And I also got this Twister thing. I'm going to play this with myself, I guess. It's not really a pro-COVID game. But that is all. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. And find your true love. I'm sure they're out there. You know what? We will do a question of the day. If you could poop anything, what would it be? Leave your disgusting answers in the comments.